Okay, I think I'm here. All right. So, um, all right, let's look at these exercises 3.2, 3.3, and 3.4. So I'm going to skip 3.2 because everybody pretty much got that okay and it was all set up for you. So let's start here with 3.3, and I'm looking at one of your submissions. And so this first one, if we look at what it asked us to do here, it said, here are several verbs, adjectives, and nominalizations. Uh, and I don't know why he didn't just call them nouns, but I do know. The reason is because he's trying to emphasize that they come from verbs, so they have been nounized. Well, we don't say nounized. There's no verb to nounize, but we can say nominalization, which is kind of funny because that's a really long noun made out of a verb. So it kind of goes against his argument a little bit. But so anyway, he says, spend a few minutes turning verbs and adjectives into nominalizations and nominalizations into adjectives and verbs. And recall that some of the verbs and nominalizations have the same form. So let me walk you through this and let's see. So analysis, first of all, remember how we test this. If you can, let's see if I can get at that. Right, so if you can put a the plus something, then that's probably going to be a noun, right? If you can say to plus something, that's going to be a verb, usually. And also remember that verbs can change tense, and I'm going to show you that in a second. Okay, so let's start. Analysis. Well, let's test it. The analysis. Yes, that's a noun. Well, what do you say? To analyze. Okay, so let me show you how we can test to see if a word is a verb or not. If you can do this, test for verbs. If you can say, let's see, today, every day, here we go, every day I analyze my life. That sounds very heavy, but anyway, every day I analyze my life. So the point, the key is this part here. Every day I analyze my life. Many times I have analyzed my life. Or you could also say, yesterday I analyzed my life. Maybe I'll do it this way. I'll put this third. Okay. If I can move that. Come on, there we go. Yeah, so notice how you can test to see if a word is a verb, if you can do this. So see how today I analyzed, every day I analyzed, yesterday I analyzed, so you put the ed ending on it, many times I have analyzed, and you could also say will analyze. So a word that can do that is a verb. Okay, there's a little tricky things to it, but that's the main idea. Suggest. Every day I suggest, yesterday I suggested, many times I have suggested. Yeah, and you can also, usually you can make, as I say, what was called an infinitive out of it. To analyze. Okay, like that. Yeah, the two, like that. So this is how you can test for verbs. So to suggest, suggestion, T-I-O-N, almost as always noun. Expression, noun. Okay, so how do we turn that into a verb? The expression, we can test for a noun. The expression, to express. Yesterday I expressed. I'll just see if I can, show how you make them into the past. If you can make them into the past, then you've got yourself a verb. The decrease, yep. Well, this is one that's the same. So here you could just simply say decrease again. And what you could do to show that it's a verb is to put the to in front of it. If you want to clarify this for you again, what you could do, and I think I suggested this earlier, is do like that. The decrease and then to decrease, like that. See, if you can do that, you're good. So I'm going to do that just to show you how that works, okay? So the intelligence, yeah, that works. Intellect is actually another noun, the intellect, so that would actually be a noun. And I can't think of a verb made out of that you know, you'd have to come up with something else. So here's where it's you would go for the adjective. And so he's saying that adjectives are pretty strong too. So there, an adjective. And how do you tell if something's an adjective? If you can put it in front of a noun. So let's say intelligent person. So noun, you know, person's a noun. So intelligent person. If you can do that, if you can put it in front of a noun and it modifies the noun, it tells you something about it, then you know you've got an adjective. So the believe, no, that doesn't work, but to believe does. So it is a verb, and likewise, the belief, that's a noun. The approach, you can't say that. The approach to Mount Everest is scary. Again, ing, let me talk a little bit about ing, okay? Ing can be a noun, like, or at least, yeah, it can function as a noun. Like if we're nominalization, we say something like, oh, I'm going to use a different one though. Failing is not an option. Well, it is an option, but okay. So here, failing is functioning as the subject of the sentence. Blank, you know, it's the verb is failing. So there, failing is like a noun, but it can also be a verb, especially if it has, well, only if it has a form of be in it. So if I said, my computer is failing, you know, it's like not working anymore. Okay, so now it's a verb. It's a verb because it has the ing form. The form of be. Is failing, was failing, will be failing. So the ing form can be a verb or it can be a noun. If it's a verb, it's got to have the form of be. That is, was, were, are be in front of it. So let's go back down here. So better here would be just in the to approach. Okay, so that's our